Hi, I'm Cole with Piranha Squirrel Productions, which is still just me. Anyway, today I want to be talking to you about quantum mechanics and how to make your game better by not planning. So, when we talk about quantum mechanics, we're really talking about anything that can enter into the game world that wasn't previously thought of or wasn't set in stone. So it goes back to Schrodinger's cat, where Schrodinger postulated that if you wanted to know where the cork was, if it was up or down, you would have to first look. And when you look, then it was determined. But not before, only once you looked, which is the idea. Nothing's really going to happen unless you look. Unless you play, nothing's really going to happen. And when you're thinking about tabletop role-playing games, it really makes sense that things don't happen until they do. Like, when you play the game at the table, that is the story. And whatever everybody at the table decides is what is happening, is what is happening. The module, plans, things written down before, even the rules don't matter. Only what is at the table and what everybody decides is the story matters. And that's important. And so we can take advantage of this in several ways. We'll start with dungeon gear, because I think this is pretty easy to understand and it's a commonly talked about subject. Dungeon gear is items that you have in your pack that you don't know what it is. It's some kind of tool, it's a mundane item. And then when you need the item, you decide what it is. So it could be a 10-foot pole, it could be a crowbar, it could be a hammer, it could be caltrops. But it's not that thing until you turn to the referee and say, hey, my dungeon gear, it's a 10-foot pole, and now I'm going to use it. And so it allows for the players to have more agency in the game, to not have to know every little thing that they had with them, but allow them to still contribute in new and engaging and in emergent ways. Dungeon gear allows for emergent gameplay, and that is important. The next one that a lot of people talk about are quantum ogres. It's this idea that if you go in room A or in room B, there's going to be an ogre there, because the ogre has to be there for you to fight. You've got to have something to fight, and the referee planned for there to be an ogre. So there's an ogre. And here comes Mary. I'm filming. What do you need?
I just made sure the garage was closed, so I was going to bed.
The garage is closed. Please don't lock the door. Or I'll be calling you.
Okay.
Okay. Quantum ogres are either in room A or room B, and they're not there until the referee needs them to be. If the players go into room A, then the ogre is there. And if the players go into room B, then the ogre is there. It's wherever the referee needs the ogre to be for the story to work. And this allows the referee to have lots of control of the narrative. It allows the referee to pace the story as needed for the players. And it allows the referee to use the cool ogre they created because it's got chainsaw hands and a really spiffy hat, which is cool. Quantum ogres don't have to be ogres either. They can be anything that the referee needs to move around. A lot of people use this for clues. If the players go to the docks, then they find a clue there. The same clue would have been found in the lighthouse, but they were at the docks, so they found it. The clues can be placed into lots of different places. This is one of the tips that Sly Flourish gives from his Lazy Dungeon Master Guide, which is an excellent guide and really does help you at the table. If you don't have that, check the links in the description below. But I want to add one more. There is also secrets. Secrets that your players can use. And along the ley line, secrets are essentially dungeon gear for knowledge. It allows the players to know things about the game world and then give that to the referee. They can know where a certain treasure is. They can know the secret weakness of the lich. They can know secrets about the food or the town or a secret passageway or a special way through the woods. Their secrets aren't defined until they need them, until it's narratively appropriate for them to use the secret, just like dungeon gear. It's knowledge that their characters have about the world that the players can cash in when they want to add to the story. The cool thing about secrets, though, is you can use them in any game. It's essentially just letting your players add to the story and add to the narrative. Sure, it's a fun little mechanism, but you can use this even without the mechanism. You can just let your players say something. In fact, a lot of referees do this. They'll say, John, what does the room look like? Or they'll say, Sally, what's the color of this monster and how's it behaving? You know, anytime you want to add and incorporate more things for your players to add to the world, the more you're making a collaborative story at the table. And that's the whole point of tabletop role-playing games. It is to tell a collaborative story. It's not to run an adventure exactly as it's written in the book. It's not to follow a set of predetermined rules so that you get an absolute outcome. It's to tell an engaging story together in the moment. And if you're doing this, then you're doing RPGs really well. So kudos. Speaking of not using things until you need them, if you have a special idea, something you want me to cover, add it to the comments below. I know that Roll Around Find Out, Heath, has told me that he wants some tutorial videos. If you want that, let me know. I have a cool little idea to show you about how to make basically torches. That's really easy and just uses Q-tips. If you're interested in that, or if you want more walkthroughs like last week's video, or if you want more tips and tricks like this video, just let me know in the comments below so I can make things that you enjoy watching. Thanks so much for watching this. If you've stuck around so far, I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, share this with your friends, and I hope all your games are full of dread and laughter.